And of 010.
010 is in the morning you drink water. In the afternoon you eat plenty gobe with plenty gari or banku, 3 balls. Then in the evening you buy something like some drink. I'll not mention the name so that I'll do any advert for anybody. But then you pour it on and then for the next day. Then you are good to go. So
but that's not 010, that's 011.
No, that drink is not drink. If I mention the drink's name, I don't want to.
Why drink?
That drink, no.
Drink is something.
It's Sobolo. So it's Sobolo. It's Sobolo. Yeah,
Sobolo is what?
Sobolo is not anything.
Who said it's not anything?
Sobolo is just like.
Do you know what Sobolo has done for mankind?
But then let's do it 0.5. But that's Sobolo there. It can never be this thing. But yesterday was 010.
A street term 010.
Yes. It is some George's formula.
Oh.
It is his formula. Really? I don't know. Yeah, I'm sure Lantam knows.
This.
Yeah. Some George's formula for the boys. And that's what's been holding the boys down. So that's why I was not smiling. But then, as you said, so
keep smiling.
Regardless of everything.
Smile.
If I don't smile today, there's something trending on Twitter now. As the president said, if he doesn't do it now, what will he do when he? If he does it now, what will he do when he comes, becomes the president? So, if I don't smile now, I don't know how I end it, but I'm sure by the time we finish it,
you're not going to think about how
you're going to smile now. How are you going to smile tomorrow?
Yeah. Thank you for completing that. So keep smiling. Yeah, we want to see your smiles. Your smile is going to bring a sunshine day, and your smile is going to make someone's day. And I'm pretty sure there are a lot of people listening who are smiling right now. So let those smiles continue to flow throughout the day. Even if someone steps on your toes, you just smile and look at the person and say, yeah, you just smile and look at the person's face. Whatever you want to think in your head, that one is up to you. I just smile and look at the person's face. Yeah, it will make someone's day. On Star 103.5 FM, my name is Lantam. Of course, you've heard from Jones Aji and Nana Ama Ajimai. See the way I spaced out the name. Nana Ama Ajimai.
That is how it should be mentioned anyway. Yeah.
It shouldn't be mentioned.
My name should stick on everyone's mind.
So it's not Nana Ama Ajimai.
Nana Ama Ajimai.
What's the difference between Nana Ama Ajimai and Nana Ama Ajimai?
It's too fast.
It's too fast.
Yes, Nana Ama Ajimai.
Hey, pressure. Hey. The Nana Ama Ajimai is smiling.
Yeah.
It's smiling. Yeah. So we're just about to get into the sports beat or the sports updates here on the Morning Star. The squad are here to tell us what has been happening in sports. Right after that, we've got the news review coming up as well. So yeah, quite a lot to. You can expect a lot to be talked about on the show today. Yesterday there was a press conference, the minister's briefing. And it's got to do with the agric sector and a potential food crisis that we could have on our hands by the end of September, according to the minister responsible for agric. So it's something that we need to also talk about on the show today. There's been drought in the northern part of the country, and farmers who have planted their crops are not yielding any harvest. Have lost their crops. So a raft of measures have been announced to try and mitigate the situation. We understand that soldiers are being deployed to our borders to make sure that farmers do not export the grain or the food that we already have here to other countries, because we could potentially be facing a food crisis. So it's a dire situation. On top of issues, they say they are working around the clock to make sure that we don't get to critical levels. So we'll talk a little bit about that later on the show today. And I also had a conversation with the Member of Parliament for the North Town constituency, Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa. That was on State of Affairs yesterday. We'll bring you a playback of that. Very interesting conversation. So make sure that you stay tuned. This is the Morning Star. So what's coming up in sports? Lady and gentleman. 010 and
okay, me I
010
once a day because that's what my system can take.
Oh, okay. So
you're also 010.
I think so. When I eat wache,
is it in the morning?
In the morning.
And then you are 100.
Okay, so 010 and 100. Okay. The me too. I'm 001. So as I'm sitting here, I'm 0.
You're 0. And then you have to do 0. unless
So
7
if-
p.m.
Then unless around maybe 6 p.m.
Yeah.
Then
okay.
one will fall inside. Then then we move.
Then we move to the next day.
Yeah.
It's not because of the economy. That's what our system can take.
Oh, for me, it's because of
So
the.
maybe there is the economy.
It's
Yeah.
okay, that's what my system can
As
take.
far as there's
The
economy,
economy.
economy. Because those
you're a
days.
rich woman. Now,
No,
Yeah.
How
I'm
can
your
FIFA
former
lady-
with DB features.
How can FIFA lady
you-
knows?
you-
Yeah,
yeah.
FIFA lady.
Yeah,
yeah.
the
That's
levels
where-
are different.
That's where all the money.
Oh,
Yes,
wait.
he has been chilling with Infantino. And
Amen,
It's true,
amen,
it's true,
amen.
it's
she
true.
used to chill with Sepp Blatter.
Yeah.
We need to start asking her some
Yes, we have to
questions.
investigate her
We have to
because
start asking her some
We are
questions.
Yeah.
former with DB features.
So what's up in sports?
Okay, so in sports this morning, on Sunday, when Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, the MPP flag bearer, when he met the media, he was asked a question about astroturfs, and he mentioned that when the MPP came into power, Ghana had just 3 astroturfs, but as we speak, we have 150 astroturf across the country. So let's take a listen to Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia.
Built more sports facilities in Ghana than any other government in the Fourth Republic. Whether you're talking about Boteman or the University of Ghana and so on. When we came into office, there were only 3 astroturfs in the whole of Ghana. The whole of Ghana, 3. Today you have over 150. We've abolished the 3-month pay policy, constructed 120 courts we're constructing. 80 have been completed with bungalows.
Okay, so some months back, I took it upon myself to visit some of these astroturf to look at the states. So I did a report. Okay, so let's listen to the report. What is the state of these astroturf, that some of these astroturf, because 150, and I visited about 4 of them. So some of these astroturf, what is the state of these astroturf? Let's listen to that report too. The Kaukudi astroturf is one of many constructed by the government. It was funded by the One Constituency $1 million program through the Infrastructure for Poverty Eradication program under the Ministry of Special Development Initiatives. Unfortunately, parts of the artificial pitch are completely worn out, putting footballers who play on the pitch in danger. The stands are in a deplorable state. Cattle, seemingly puzzled by the artificial green grass, encroach upon the pitch through the ripped fence to graze. The pitch is home to waste materials. Anytime it rains, the field is flooded. The artificial grass peels and folds. A resident shares his displeasure with the current state of the facility.
This atrophy doesn't benefit us because they didn't do it well. Because as you can see, this is not affected. This swimming pool. Last, I listened to the vice president, Bawumia. He said that they are building, that they build about 150 affected and so. I don't know whether this one is included because this one is not affected.
The situation at Bukom is worse than at the Kaukudi pitch. The pitch rekindled sporting life at Bukom Square. Residents utilized the field day and night because of the availability of floodlights. In a bid to match football in a community already known for boxing, the Bukom AstroTurf became the community's busiest football grounds. But a year after the construction, the field fell into disrepair. The artificial grass was torn badly, exposing the bare, dusty ground. The fence has also been ripped and rubbish dumped on the field. Now, the field has returned to the dusty park it was. Floodlights, turfs, and seating have all seen better days, as the once touted facility has been reduced to a sorry state. While some residents blame the project's contractor for alleged shoddy work, Some were quick to take the blame for their part in wrecking a once beautiful pitch.
Lack of maintenance to count. The people that they have to take care of the park, they were not taking good care of it. Boys too were coming. We are from here, so we have to do whatever that we want. It's not helping.
This park right here used to be an AstroTurf pitch, and it was in perfect condition when it was handed over to the people of Kaswa in 2021. 3 years down the lane, this is the current condition of the pitch that used to be an AstroTurf. The Member of Parliament for Ewutu Senya East, Hawa Kumsin, was excited that the pitch will aid young people to chase their sports dreams. 3 years down the lane, the pitch cannot be recognized. Yards of the artificial grass have completely worn out. Now the beautiful pitch is back to the old Sakura pitch. This has left players who used to play on the pitch feeling upset.
Hi, because I see, any park be I see, apart from I see. Ama say a match crash, say, you go high, different way. Ama, ye bro, Kunuman Casa de will be energy because some more ye match crash will be a back, a beshe, but it's no. She also has a view.
So, that is the report, the state of some of the AstroTurfs in Ghana.
The maintenance of the AstroTurfs have been a problem, right?
huge problem.
Before you even talk about maintenance, let's talk about the standard.
Right.
See, Ghana, Charlie, me, I don't know. Sometimes I've given up. That's why sometimes I don't even want to talk about these things. Because do you know that if president says, the vice president says we've done 150 AstroTurfs, and then 90% of them are substandard, it is just a waste of money and a waste of time.
Indeed, 90% are
substandard.
The quality is not there.
Charlie.
And most of the time they do it for political gains. I know election is like 4 months away. Believe you me, most people will build these AstroTurf in their constituency to gain political votes, and it is going to happen. And whilst doing that, just do it well. Do it well.
There is an AstroTurf being built in my hometown in Ho. They started, and then it had to stall because, according to those building, the contractors, people came to check and they said it's not used. Sven Goran Eriksson, England's first overseas manager and winner of multiple awards, honors at club level, died yesterday. And he actually revealed in January 2024 that he had been diagnosed with terminal cancer and that he likely had at best about a year to live. So he had to stand down from his final job as sporting director at Karlstad in his native Sweden and the previous February because of what he had described at the time as health issues which were under investigation. So he managed the likes of Benfica, Fiorentina, Roma, Lazio, Man City, Mexico, the English and then the Ivorian national teams, and he actually won 18 trophies there. And so rest in peace to him. It's sad for the footballing world. But yesterday, the Ghana Football Association, in partnership with the Ghana Health Service, outdoored a brand new ambulance for the GFA's Technical Center.
Yeah.
So the fully equipped ambulance, which will be stationed at the Technical Center, will provide emergency support for the facilities, users, players, and officials and staff in general. This is a good initiative.
Yeah.
Last 2 years at the Whole Sports Stadium, we're playing a Division 1 final game. You know what happened? It was not even a player. It was someone who had a heart problem. Was watching the game going to penalties. And before the first penalty was taken, he collapsed. And he was taken. There was no ambulance.
Yeah.
He was a police officer. The police guys were like, bring him, he's our man, bring him, he's our man. The Red Cross men wanted to attend him. They said, bring him, he's our man. And they took him from the Red Cross men, placed him in a pickup. By the time he got to the hospital, he was gone. So it is just good that we always get, and thankfully, the ambulance is now for the GFA. It's not just that it will be brought on days that there are football matches.
So it will be there permanently.
Yes, permanently.
So that's a great initiative.
Yes.
Kudos to GFA president.
Yeah. Oh, he did try. The man did try.
Nana
Ama Ajima. You know they like him matter, but for me, I think Ket,
please, I beg
try.
you. I've never said that. I beg.
Please don't put her into trouble this morning.
Please.
Okay, Nanama likes his matter pa.
Yes.
Ghana Man Soccer Center of Excellence.
I'll say it. If you do, but I'll say it.
Okay, say it. So, the Ordinary Congress of the GFA, the 30th Ordinary Congress of the Ghana Football Association, began yesterday, and it actually saw the 124 representatives from Premier League clubs, Women's Premier League clubs, Division 1 league teams, and then regional football associations. Now, GFA President Ket Okreku will provide updates on ongoing strategic initiatives and new proposals today. And then we have also seen the sword cutting of a groundbreaking gym. So apart from the ambulance, not the bus, sorry. The ambulance, there is a new gym that we understand has begun, and then a swimming pool. So let's see, a lot to be happening.
But how can we how can we cast out for swimming pool and then what?
A gym
when we don't have rooms?
Oh, abutre.
Where would
Kakra.
Anyway, let's see.
And also they also cut sort. You see, they also cut sort for the construction of a 40-bed accommodation facility at the Ghana Man Soccer Center.
It shouldn't be about sword cutting. They should do it.
But the sword cutting starts everything.
Okay.
Abutre, relax.
Okay.
Now the Ghana's Black Princesses will face South Korea in another friendly game as part of their preparations for the 2024 FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup. The Princesses, who held Mexico to a 0-0 draw in their first competitive friendly after their arrival in Colombia, will now meet the Asian side, who are making their 12th appearance at the world stage. The game will be played today at the Centro Deportivo Chocuenza in Bogota at 8:30 p.m. The FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup will kick off in Colombia from this Saturday, August 31st, and end on Sunday, September 22nd, 2024. And Ghana finds themselves in Group E with Austria, New Zealand, and then Japan. The Black Princesses will open their campaign against Austria on September 2nd. Now to Chelsea, the foreign front. Chelsea legend John Obi Mikel has responded to Nicholas Jackson's X-rated blast at him. The Blue Striker played a key role in their standing 6-2 victory over Wolves on Sunday. So don't forget that Jackson actually went on Instagram. He tagged Mikel in an Instagram story and wrote, "Shut your mouth, don't talk shit. We are killing ourselves for Africa." So let's get to listen to John Obi Mikel, who also, Charlie, the thing is going back and forth, and he has replied to Jackson.
I really like the guy as a football player. I like him. There's something there as a football player. But like I've just said, it's, he's still raw. There's, the finishing part of his game needs to be worked on. You know what I mean? That's everything that I've said. I haven't said that he's a bad player at all. I've just said that his finishing qualities, it's not there yet.
It's a young boy.
It's a young boy, exactly. And all I've said is that he needs a more kind of experienced striker to come into the football club to help him, to help him improve, to help him get better. And because we all can see the shift he puts in, week out, in terms of his, determination, the way he runs around, puts himself in good positions. But the finishing hasn't been that great. That's the only thing that I've said.
And let's be frank.
And of course, like we said, he's still young. He still has a lot to improve. And he's just needed somebody to come in and help him. And, listen, if he scores every week and tells me to shut up, I'll take that,
Right.
So for me, I love the football club. I want to see us get back to where we are, where we've always been, what I mean, competing to win titles, competing to win the Premier League, finishing in the top 4. I think sometimes, it's just my passion and the way I love the football club, where I want the football club to be. And obviously playing with one of the greatest, strikers, in the Premier League ever, DJ Drogba, somebody who spoils us with finishes, with goals. Probably I got spoiled with that, you know what I mean? And it's fair, Nicholas Jackson to be like that. But, I think there's something there, and I think.
Well, there you have it. I don't know if you support players, former players, actually talking about current players. But then for me, the best way to silence them is to work hard. Don't go on Instagram and use words like that. It's not good for you. It's not good for you.
Well, I think,
The
former players, the players should be
emotions.
supportive of each other.
Exactly.
Be supportive of each other. That's what I think. But anyway.
Erling Haaland, during the summer, has said some things, And then so Haaland has been the Premier League top striker in his first 2 seasons with City, 36 league goals as they won the treble in 2022-2023. The Norwegian scored 27 times in the top flight last season. So, however, according to Pep Guardiola, he likes it when Haaland runs and presses like an animal.
I like when he runs a lot. I like when he presses like an animal. I like it. Because after that, it helps to score a goal. When you are connected defensively, you are connected offensively. When you defensively are disconnected and you run after come the ball, it surprises you, you are not precise. So, and with this mix to know exactly what he has to do and help us, with his body language. Imagine, central defender has the ball and making a sprint with this body, with these legs moving. It's scary.
Quick transfer news. Manchester United are set to close the Mano Ugarte deal, and it can be a permanent transfer, not actually a loan. So if all goes to plan with Scott McTominay to Napoli, Man United will proceed with a permanent move for Ugarte as PSG wanted. And Liverpool have made initial approach for Federico Chiesa as possible option for the final days. And then Mano Solomon has signed as a new Leeds United player. And Fabio Vieira's loan move to Porto from Arsenal is sealed. And we also understand that João Cancelo, my goodness, is moving to Al Hilal. I cannot understand this, but João Cancelo is moving to Al Hilal in the Saudi League.
It's all about the money.
It's all about the money. It's all about the money. Very, very important. And then Chelsea fans, Romelu Lukaku. So we understand that he'll be moving to Napoli. There are no issues at all. He has been in touch with Conte, and we might see him move. And then another player who will be leaving Chelsea is Kepa. Kepa would be moving to Bournemouth. So they are cutting down the squad gradually. Kepa might move to Bournemouth from Chelsea on a loan deal.
Can you from a Champions League winner to a loanee at Bournemouth?
Can you mention his full name?
Oh yeah, Kepa Arrizabalaga. Kepa Arrizabalaga. Yes.
Is that how it's pronounced?
Yes, that's his name.
Zabalaga.
Yes, it's like tongues. When you say it 3 times, you've spoken in tongues.
God will bless you for that.
I heard someone try to pronounce the name. Is it Kepa?
So. All right, so that'll be all for sports this morning. My name is Jones Aji, and I was here with Nana Majabang.
Thank you very much, Jones and Nana Majabang there with the latest in sports. And we're just about to get into the news review segment here on the Morning Star.